Hi everyone. So lockdown lesson today is we're going to answer one of the questions. The one we're going to tackle today is any tips for introducing my dog to a relative's dog? Pretty reactive behavior. So what I'm getting from that is that they've already done an introduction and it didn't go very well. So we're going to take it back a few steps. It's your relative's dog, so you have access to it, so that's great. So what I want you to do is go and get yourself an airtight container, so one of those jars. If you've already got some house products and stuff in it, just put it in the dishwasher with no detergent in it, so we get all that other scent off on a really high temperature. So then you're going to ask your relatives to get some of the dog's scent. So we're going to get the scent to do most of the work here first. So how you can get the dog's scent is, I don't know what breed the relative's dog is, but if they brush the dog and then take the hair that's on the brush and put it into an airtight sandwich bag, will be fine. If it's a different type of dog that has like one of those curly breeds that they don't really shed when you brush them, you can't really get that much hair off, they can cut a little bit off. Also, an easy way to get scent, I don't know if it grosses some people out, I wouldn't think it would, but when that dog goes out to go to the toilet, when they have a wee, just cut a little bit of the grass off and put that into a separate sandwich bag also. So if you get your relatives to wear gloves when they're doing this, because then we're not going to have so much of their scent on it. It will be primarily their dogs. So you're going to get that scent. You're going to put those bits of scent into airtight containers. And then for the next week, every time you feed your dog, so let's say you're feeding your dog twice a day. So you're going to open the airtight container and you're going to put the food bowl down beside it. Now, not on top of each other, but just within a foot of the food bowl. So what we're doing there is your dog is going to start building up this positive association with that with your relative's dog. So they're forming already a positive bond, let's say, a positive association. They're becoming very familiar to them before you do the next introduction, because if the first introduction went bad, there's going to be some hostility there, I'd say. So we've done that for about a week, and then we're going to try to reintroduce them. So you are going to go, Oski, don't start barking. You're going to go to a neutral setting. So you're going to go to a park, and the two dogs are going to be on lead, and you're not going to force them to say hello or force them to play. You're just going to do a short walk together. You're going to do that for maybe, I don't know, another week. Like I don't like to rush these things, especially if the dogs are going to be in each other's company regularly. I'm going to want to make sure that I get it right and get it successful, because if I don't, then it's just going to be a nightmare for the dogs to be together, or they just won't be able to be together. So I take my time with that also. And then when I'm ready to go back indoors, let's say I've done those walks for about a week, and during that week I've still continued to do that association with the feeding. And then what I'm going to do is, let's say on the last day of that week, we go for a walk and then we all go back to the house together. When we get back to the house, there's no toys hanging around, there's no food bowl hanging around, and you are controlling access to water. So you can put the water bowl down, offer it to each dog separately, just because the primary dog who lives in that home is going to get their back up a little bit by having a new dog in their house, and that could just be because they've never had a dog in their house before, and dogs are just a little bit territorial with their house, especially if they're a little bit older. You need to watch that also. So if your relative's dog is a young puppy, and that's mad to play and is really pushy and rude like puppies are, and I know the dog that's asked this question, so I know that she's about 5-ish. I always get it wrong with the daycare dogs because I feel like they're a lot younger than they are, but I think she's about 5-ish. So tolerance levels for a 5-year-old to a young pup is going to be low anyway. So you want to manage it. So how you can easily do that is you can keep the dogs on lead when they're in the house for the first little while until we kind of assess the situation. Sorry, it's got really sunny here. But yeah, that's it. If you've got any questions on that, just post them in the comments below. But otherwise, I will see you maybe tomorrow. No, probably Monday. We'll see how the weekend goes. Okay, enjoy the sun. Bye.